The fastest way to become a tech project manager without a degree. While you're spending $100,000 on a degree to become a tech project manager, I'm about to show you how I've helped people go from retail manager, business analyst, salesperson to six-figure tech project manager in 3 to 6 months. No degree, no bootcamp, no BS. And if you think you need a computer science degree to break into tech project management, you've been lied to by an industry that profits from your insecurity. The data I'm about to share will make you question everything you've been told about breaking into tech. And who am I? I'm John Nova. I'm an MBA, PMP, and co-founder of Javan Technology. I've spent 15 plus years directly leading or being part of multi-million-dollar tech projects across different continents. And here's what the industry doesn't want you to know. The fastest growing segment of tech project managers are people without degrees. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to expose 3 myths that are keeping you stuck, reveal the exact roadmap that works in 2025, and give you 3 specific strategies that will have hiring managers fighting over you, including the one skill that trumps any degree. So here's the uncomfortable truth. While you're obsessing over credentials, the tech industry is really facing a massive crisis. So according to CompTIA's State of Tech Workforce 2024, we need to replace 350,000 tech workers annually just to keep up with demand. But sure, let's wait 4 years for you to get that degree while companies are literally begging for competent project managers now. So myth number 1 is that you need a degree to be credible. Listen, companies are shifting towards valuing skills over academic degrees. Some people ask, what's going to happen to school in the age of AI? According to recent tech hiring research, hiring managers are increasingly prioritizing practical skills, experience, and actual achievements over educational credentials. And why is that? Think about it. Because project management isn't really rocket science. A lot of it is really human psychology with spreadsheets. The secret skill I'm going to reveal in 3 minutes has nothing to do with your education and everything to do with how your brain works. But let's talk about myth number 2. The second myth that's really popular is you need technical expertise to manage tech projects. It's wrong. Hear me out. The Project Management Institute has a 2024 research that shows that the most successful project managers focus on power skills: communication, problem solving, strategic thinking. Notice what's not on the list. There's no coding. Here's what they don't tell you. Technical people make terrible project managers because they get lost in the weeds. Executives are not really interested in API calls or pull requests or regression testing or CI/CD pipelines. For business leaders, all of those things I mentioned are a means to an end. More revenue, more efficiency, more customers, less waste, better brand perception. You know what companies actually need? They need someone who can translate between the tech geeks and the business suits. So someone who can keep everyone focused on the business goal, right, is what they're looking for, while the developers are arguing about, what JavaScript framework to use. The strategies I will share leverage this exact gap, and it's why non-technical people often become the best tech project managers. And the third myth is the market is too competitive for career changes. It's really kind of funny. Let me tell you what's really happening. While everyone is fighting over the same entry-level developer roles, project management positions are sitting unfilled. And why is that? Because most people think they need a degree or they're just too scared to apply. It's like the pretty lady everybody's scared to talk to ask for a drink. According to recent research, up to 70% of project management roles are filled through networking and referrals before they even hit job boards. So while everyone else is applying to posted jobs, smart career changers are accessing the hidden market. 70% is a lot of jobs. So what's the real secret to becoming a tech PM without a degree? It's not what you think. The truth is that you already have the most important skills. I say this many times to people who come in the training course. The number 1 predictor of project management success isn't technical knowledge or even business experience. Look, according to PMI's research, it's something called adaptive problem solving under pressure. And guess what? If you've ever managed a team, or if you've ever dealt with difficult customers or juggled multiple priorities under stress, you already have this. Look, I once worked with someone who was a former restaurant manager to run a 0.5 million mobile payments integration. She was excellent at executing this project. Why? It was because she had dealt with supplier issues, handled customer complaints, kept operations running smoothly under extreme pressure. Does that sound familiar to you? If it does, that's actually project management and a huge part of it. Here's the roadmap that actually works to transition really quickly. And I want you to get your pen and take notes so you're not just watching, but taking action. You need to take action. The first thing is, if you're thinking about this in phases, weeks 1 to 4, map your existing experience to project management language. That time you coordinated a team event, that's actually stakeholder management and resource allocation. If you've ever handled crisis at work, that's actually risk management and change management. From weeks 5 to 12, forget the degree and focus on high impact learning. So get familiar with project management tools, understand agile methodology basics, learn the language of technology. But here's the key, don't try to become technical right away. For now, stay in your lane. Getting technical will happen over time. But what is needed when you're starting out is business understanding. The third thing is building your portfolio. So think about weeks 13 to 24. This is where most people really mess up. They think they need to fake projects, lie on your CVs and all that. It's wrong. Document your real-world experience using project management frameworks and language. So that process improvement you suggested, that's a project. That team you led through a transition, that's actually change management. Studies show that project managers with diverse backgrounds actually outperform those with traditional tech education because they bring fresh perspective and they're not limited by, how things are supposed to be done. Look, I get you. You're tired of being told you're not qualified. You're probably frustrated. You're watching people with degrees get opportunities while you're stuck. You probably applied to dozens of entry-level positions that require 3 to 5 years of experience, right? It's ridiculous. So you actually have a choice right now. You can keep believing that you need a degree and you can wait another 4 years while opportunities pass you by. Or you can recognize that your non-traditional background is actually your competitive edge. Everyone else is learning theory, but you've been living in reality in what you currently do. So let's get into 3 specific strategies that will fast track your transition. Strategy number 1, do a skill audit now. I want you to document this week every leadership experience, every coordination experience, every problem-solving experience you've had in the last 3 years. Write them down and then rewrite them using project management language. So like the examples I gave before, if you managed a team, you led cross-functional resources. You handled complaints, it became stakeholder conflict resolution. It's not line, it's translation of your experience to the project management space. And then use this to create a project portfolio with 3 to 5 real examples where you've delivered under pressure, right? And think about the situation, think about the actions you took, and think about the results, and quantify everything. Timelines, team size, budget outcomes, numbers. The second thing is start managing projects where you are right now. So volunteer to lead the next office move or coordinate a charity event or organize a training program and document everything like a real project. Timelines are created, track budgets, manage stakeholders, deliver reports. This gives you a recent relevant experience and shows initiative. Plus, you'll have real examples when you get into interviews. And number 3, stop applying to job boards alone. Instead, identify 20 target companies and find their current project managers on LinkedIn. Then send connection requests with personalized messages asking for just 15-minute informational interviews about their career paths. The truth is most PMs love helping people because they remember struggling to break into the space. Very few people start out with PM degrees. These conversations often lead to referrals, insider knowledge about upcoming openings, and even job offers. These aren't just general tips, they're your blueprint to bypass the traditional gatekeepers and prove your worth through action and not just credentials. Here's the bottom line. The tech industry needs people who can get things done, not people who can just recite textbook theories. Your diverse background, your real-world experience, and hunger to prove yourself are exactly what forward-thinking companies are looking for. So the fastest way to become a tech project manager without a degree isn't about shortcuts and lies. It's about recognizing that you already have the foundation and then building strategically from there. If you're ready to stop making excuses and start taking action, hit that subscribe button now. I'm sharing strategies like this every week that traditional career advisors won't tell you because they're probably selling you some expensive programs. So drop a comment below with your biggest challenge in transitioning into tech project management. I read every single one and I respond to the most insightful questions. And remember, your next six-figure tech role is just one strategic move away. So make it count. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.